Hello. Nice to see you. My name is Jonathan R. Cross. You might know me from such YouTube jams as 120 BPM Techno Jam, 138 BPM Acid Techno Jam, Monologue, and TR8S Jam with Micro Monster. Or you might know me from places that JC has played, such as the Internet and the Internet and the Internet and the Internet. But right now, here we are in my little room. It's both my office and my little music station. And as you can see, I haven't even tidied up yet. So let's not look at my desk. Definitely won't look at the desk over there either. I'll do a bit of sorting and I'll get back to you. Okay. Hello again. So yes, I've turned everything on. And again, don't look at the desk. Let's have a little look over here, shall we? So I guess the first thing is probably the keyboard, which is the Yamaha Reface CP, which is gaff taped to some Casio Privia, quite light for the size of it, keyboard, which isn't synced to anything. It's just got MIDI from this going into the CP, and the sound from that goes into the RC505 looper. And I guess that's that bit. Obviously we've got the TR8S. Hello. Shiny. And the TR8S is master clock for everything. So it has a sync cable coming out, which is going into the Monologue. It's also got MIDI out, which is going into the Micro Freak. Probably should have tidied it a bit better, but never mind. The Micro Freak is syncing out to the TD3, but I don't think I've got the TD3 connected into anything at the minute in terms of audio, but I don't know. This is obviously the modal sculpt little thing, which is being controlled by the Monologue. MIDI out from the Monologue goes into the sculpt, and then MIDI out from the sculpt goes into the audio thingy's Micro Monster for lovely pads and stuff, and the sculpt tends to sequence the Micro Monster. The Monologue is, as I said, being triggered by the sync cable from the TR8S, which means that the trigger lanes on the TR8S, you can change how many steps you play, and then nestled between the Micro Freak and the TR8S is the mighty quadranted Swarm, which it also feeds into the Korg NTS1 for reverb to lights, and that's about it. So really, unfortunately, the TD3 is the kind of, it's a bit out there on its own at the minute. It's not really connected to anything. I don't really use it enough, or much at all. So yeah, the RC505 is relatively new. I've got the Yamaha CP coming into that. I've also got the Micro Monster coming in, as well as a microphone, which I bought on Wish. I think it's a Shure clone or something. I think that's all the instruments down there. But then underneath here, we've got two tiny little mixers. One, an alto, I don't even know if you can see that. An alto mixer and a Behringer thing. The stuff that's in the alto gets submixed and goes into the external ins of the TR8S, thus. So they can have the master effects on them, and everything else that has its own reverb or whatever goes into the other one, and then that whole output and the output of the TR8S goes into that little Behringer as well. And then I used a USB cable out of there and into the computer for the recording purposes. So that is a quick rundown of my setup in 3 minutes 33 seconds. Hello, so here I am this is normal jam position, in a jam initiation spot. So everything's been turned on, as you saw before, and generally I have a kit which I use pretty much every time, a bass kit with a hefty kick. And then I'll tend to change around some of the percussion of these things. I'll swap around, and some of these things at the top, just for a few differences. And I usually start off by laying down a kick, obviously, as you do. Some hats. And then just add to that as you go. And then we're rocking. So now that that's happily going away, you can mute bits. I normally layer 2 kicks, so that is actually 2 kicks that you can hear triggered off this one. And I've only got about probably 5 or 6 kicks that I rotate every now and again. What's next? Micro Freak. Everybody loves a Micro Freak. Well, not everybody does actually. But I certainly do. Because you can very quickly, with one note, and a little twiddle here and there. Nice. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. So the monologue then, through MIDI, is going into here, the sculpt, and the sculpt's then sending it to the micro monster. Which is just a pad monster, it's just great. There's other things as well. And then the sculpt will just start recording. The way it records is it just records what it plays unless you've got it quantized anyway. Just play away by itself. And then you can disconnect the MIDI from the monologue and then start the monologues. And as I mentioned before, the monologue clocked by the trigger lanes on the TRAS, which means you can change the timing by taking steps out. Why would you do that? Well, it makes for a more interesting bass line sometimes, doesn't it? And then we've got Mr. Quadranted Swarm, which is just a crazy thing if you've ever heard one. Why isn't it making any noise? What else is there? Oh, the looper. Yeah, so the looper takes in stuff from the Yamaha CP, which is the loveliest thing ever that I've had, I think. Come on, turn it on. It's just lovely. Yeah, I don't quite know how it works yet. There it goes. And this also takes in the mic. Hello. Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Have you ever heard of me before? Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Have you ever heard of me before? Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Have you ever heard of me before? Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Have you ever heard of me before? Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is Mike. Have you ever heard of me before? Hello, my name is Mike. Hello, my name is before. Hello. My name's not Mike, it's Jason, Jonathan Alcross, that's me. My name's not Mike, it's Jason, Jonathan Alcross, that's me. Hello, my name's not Mike, have you ever Jason? So that's how I build something up. And yeah, is the TD3 even, is this thing on? Anyway. And I will see you on the internet very soon. So, I hope you enjoyed that little trip around my studio, seeing how I do stuff. It's been nice to have you here. Thank you massively to Mark for CLOWNFEST number 8. Can't believe there's been this many in such a short space of time. Looking forward to the Hardware Jams day and all the other days, obviously. But yeah, Hardware Jams. Thanks, Mark, and thanks everybody. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye. JC out.